Babes Behind the Beats with Jess Bowen and Bowie J.
G'day, it is Bowie J with Jess Bowen from Babes Behind the Beats. Oh my God, I forgot to put my headphones on. It's been a while and it's great to see you.
It's good to see you. I don't even have my headphones on, so.
She's such a pro, she can do it without, but like as a DJ, I'm like, I need to hear myself.
I have decided I don't ever want to hear myself. I'm a drummer, and I don't want to hear my voice.
Yeah, that's right. Well, no, you can sing.
I
heard you at karaoke.
Singing is, okay, that's debatable. I can stay in tune. I'm not tone deaf.
No, you're not tone deaf.
But I don't know about if I can sing.
Dude,
Those
what
are two different
about-
things.
Actually, what about in Australia? I saw a video of you doing karaoke. Also, when I got a big brother, we were doing karaoke, remember?
Oh, yeah, we did do that. Listen, I love a good karaoke after like 4 drinks. At least 4 drinks, and then I'm like, get me on the stage. Then I think I'm a singer.
Yeah.
But yeah, the one. Are you talking about the one from Australia that I was like?
Yes.
Eating?
What were you doing? You were eating a banana.
This was when I was on tour with Jax, and we were out there, and it was us and some of the Boys Like Girls guys were out, and I forget who else came out with us. But anyways, we're at this bar. I think it was in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And we had ordered McDonald's to the to the bar.
That's
because there was no food open, and so they let us eat the food in the bar. So I'm sitting there drinking, and then they called someone's name to sing Cher, like Believe. Do you believe in that? Yeah,
Great
that
track.
So anyways, they called someone's name and no one was going up for it. So I'm sitting there eating and I go, I'm just going to go pretend I'm Stephanie. So I just go on the stage.
Is that what happened?
It wasn't my song. I just went on the stage and I'm eating like chicken nuggets.
Oh, that's
And then
right.
just like holding the mic to the crowd and everyone's just singing as loud as they can. It was like probably the best karaoke song of the night. Like the whole crowd was going crazy and I didn't have to do anything besides like kind of hold the mic out to people, and I'm just like eating a chicken nugget on stage.
I wonder what happened to Stephanie.
She probably, I don't know. Maybe she
Stephanie.
regretted not doing that song because
I'm always
popped
like,
off.
I don't want to do karaoke. And then when I'm there, I'm like, oh, all right, I'll
You're
do karaoke.
good at karaoke. That one song you always do. What's the
I
one you do?
I usually do Simply the Best by Tina Turner or What's Up for Non-Blondes.
4 Non-Blondes, that
Yeah.
song.
And I said, hey, yeah.
Because that's
'Cause
one that like people don't like that pops
You can get
off.
the crowd going. It's like, yeah.
That one pops off.
Yeah.
That's a good karaoke
And I
song.
said, come on, I can't hear you sing. What?
There's literally like there's a science to a good karaoke song.
Yeah.
Like you can't just pick like any random song.
No, not just
like,
a song you like. It has to be
It has to be
a
like
winner.
it's a crowd engagement.
Yep.
Getting the crowd into it.
Anything with a hey, yeah, where you're singing along.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, you nailed that. That was a really good one.
Oh, speaking of karaoke songs, I know what will be hot as hot at the moment because I keep getting requested Chapel Roan.
Oh my gosh. Oh, literally? Okay.
This is
2 things.
insane.
2 things about this. Yes. She is literally the biggest artist in the world right now. And there was a karaoke an open mic night karaoke last week, and I saw all videos from it, and everyone was just requesting Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
It's literally the whole night. I was like, you might as well have just called it like a Chapel Roan open mic.
Wow.
But I have a crazy, I might have told you this. I don't know if I have, but
I think I might know something.
do you ever have a moment in life where you're like, wow, I could have just made one different decision.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to play drums for Chapel Roan. So I was booked to do, this is what happened. Basically, I got asked to play with her. Her music director hit me up sometime last year, and I was asked to do the Late Night with Seth Meyers TV show with her.
Massive.
Which is massive. And it was
Yeah.
going to be my first late night television show that I've ever
Cool.
done, which was like awesome. But then the writer's strike happened. So that got canceled, or was going to be like, rebooked for a later time. But basically I was booked for that show with her. And then that was kind of like would have been like a test run of like, oh, like let's see how we, vibe together and whatnot.
So she's big enough to do Seth Meyers at that point.
Right.
Yeah. This was
she
only like a year and a half ago or something.
Yeah, it was like last year. Yeah, last year in like April or something like that. I can't remember when it was.
Right.
Whenever those writers' strikes happened, but
before Big Brother. Yeah.
right before you went into the house.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I was booked to do that, and then that got canceled. But I had other tours booked for the rest of the year. And her music director hit me up again and was just like, oh, by the way, like, are you I know that didn't happen, but can you do the fall tour? This was like a month later.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I mean, technically no, like I'm booked. So I had said no to it because I didn't also have that, like, if those
sliding doors.
Yes, exactly. If I had just done the late night show, like if it hadn't gotten canceled and I had done that show with her, like who knows if that would have been,
you would have been on tour.
If I would have been with her or not, because at that point it was like, well, I didn't play a show with her. And I was like, well, I do technically have other tours that I have booked.
And you were staying committed.
I'm a very loyal person. I'm a very
Yeah.
loyal person. And I just didn't want to back out of those other tours that I'd already, said yes to. But if I had done that, who knows, like, where I'd be right now. I could be, I mean, also,
Damn.
who knows? Chapel Roan could have been like, I hate you, and then I wouldn't be her drummer
You get
after the one,
fired.
after the first show. But, it's one of those, it's that, like, what if,
That's insane because she has popped off like on TikTok. Once you look at one of her videos, then your feed is full of these massive audiences. Everyone's singing along. Did you see the Red Rocks? Was it Red Rocks? It wasn't even her gig. It was like the opening music before someone else went on. And the whole audience is singing Chapel Roan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
no,
crazy.
it's the it's like right now one of the biggest regrets in my life, but it's also like we don't know if that would have worked out or not. The way
Yeah.
that it's worked out right now is like who knows if I still would have been her drummer or what could have happened, but technically like
Frustrating.
that was a gig that was being handed to me that I did not end up taking. And now she is, I can't escape it. She's literally everywhere. No one can escape
So
her.
you like one of her songs comes on, you're like, fuck.
And it's all, I mean, she's literally the biggest artist in the world right now.
Yeah.
So it's
Also,
inescapable.
It felt overnight, even though it wasn't. But because I know she's had a long career, but
Right.
it did feel overnight where all of a sudden, literally everyone's talking about her. Like,
Yeah, it felt overnight. She's definitely been doing it for a while, but I
signed
think it was
and
just like,
she's got an interesting story actually. Signed to major labels, dropped from major labels, like Lady Gaga.
yeah.
Went back home, depressed, wondering what she's doing in the music industry. Then, I guess I don't know what her break was actually.
Yeah, I can't place exactly either, but yeah, I mean, I just know that it was like each tour that she was doing progressively got bigger, but then literally overnight it was like, Lollapalooza, you can't fit everyone in to watch her
Wild.
at like her stage because everyone's there watching and singing along. Like it's crazy.
It is crazy. It's hard to work out what that magic is about her.
I mean, like what made it pop off?
Yeah.
She's the music is insane. She is like her as an artist. Like she's doing, I love everything
She's
doing.
got a special something that makes her a star.
Yeah.
A bit like Lady Gaga.
Yeah. No, she's absolutely incredible. And it's like, it's a good thing that it's inescapable, but it's like for me, it's the thing that I'm hearing it every day. And
You're
I'm just like,
no!
I could have been on this tour.
Well, you never know what the other sliding doors that was. Like if you'd taken that, you couldn't do Pink or someone.
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens. Everything happens for a reason. I'm definitely like I believe in that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I can regret it right now. But it's like, who knows what's going to happen for me in my future? I may not get anything as big as that ever again, or maybe I get something that's crazy bigger. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
you
you
just
will.
kind of just go with it. Like it's just.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Frustrating.
moment like that ever in life where you were like, I could have made one decision different and like something huge would have?
I'm trying to think with music. I feel like there's been so many moments like, oh shit, that happened. I couldn't do that or whatever. But I remember playing tennis. And it wasn't a choice, but losing to qualify for a state team because I choked like when I was 10. And I will never forget this.
You were 10?
I still go, I can't believe I lost that.
You gotta be easier on your. You were 10.
But I never choked again because that I was like, what's my uniform gonna look like? Oh, I can't wait to show mum the photos. I was like thinking all these things and I just lost because I was thinking of winning.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, I've never choked since.
Wow, poor 10-year-old you. You put the pressure on.
I know. So that is my moment that I'll never forget.
10-year-old Bowie.
I cried for like half a day. Mum's like, don't worry, you can make the best of it and train harder than them. And I was like, okay.
Oh my God. Poor little 10-year-old Bowie.
Oh,
so funny.
gosh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of those moments.
Oh,
for me,
I do
but-
have one of those. It's like I auditioned for a TV show. I didn't get put on, and a couple of years later, I'm on Big Brother. And if I'd done that show, I wouldn't have been allowed to do Big Brother.
Oh.
So and Big Brother's way bigger. So.
Yeah. Have you been watching, by the way, like the new season?
Well, I wasn't going to watch. I thought I'd have PTSD from it. For those who don't know, I was on last season of Big Brother. 100 Days in the House. Just watched all the lives. It's 24-hour live streaming and 3 produced shows a week. So I was on for 15 weeks, I think. And yeah, so I was like, I had an interview. So a podcast was interviewing me about the show. So I thought I'll watch like the first week and then I'm dropping it because I don't want PTSD.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it and I'm automatically obsessed. Watching the lives.
See what I mean? This is why when you were on it, like I had never watched the
and
show
you would have
before.
thought I'll just watch the produced shows.
Yeah, I literally was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna watch whatever airs on, like you said, 3 nights a week. I was like, I'll just make sure to watch those. But once you started on there, I was like, I can't just watch that. I have to watch everything you're up to in the house.
I can see that.
So you're doing that now too. But
100%.
Do you feel any of the PTSD from it? Or is it mostly that you're just now like, oh, I get why like I need to watch these live feeds to like keep up with everything?
Well, yeah, so I had watched live feeds in Australia, but I'd never watched it in America. And so watching it having been in the house, at first I was like, oh my God, like there's the washing machine and that's the protein powder and like just seeing everything. Like it's like my house.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see other people just automatically go in and be so comfortable in there.
Yeah.
So it's like within a day they're comfortable like you were, and it's weird. And they're having the same conversations. What's the next comp going to be? And it's almost identical. And it's just, so it's wild. So no PTSD. I found the audio really freaking annoying at the start. Like ASMR, like...
Oh, because they're trying to catch all the like the whispers and everything too, right? So everything.
Oh my God. I was like, I can't stand it, but I've got used to that. So
yeah.
And now I've been doing spoiler videos on bloody TikTok.
Is this like your thing now? You're
I can't stop.
So you're what I used to have on my TikTok feed last year when I was like, okay, I was like on tour. So if I didn't have access to the live feeds, like if I was busy, I'd be like, all right, just at least check the like who's giving me the spoilers. And so I had my algorithm literally just like Big Brother.
Yep.
So it was all the like BB Steph.
Yep.
There was another guy that was always on my feed, but they always within like minutes would have updates when something had happened.
Yeah.
So I was always watching it if I like had missed, the live feeds or something.
Yeah, that's exactly me. And I am shocked at myself. Absolutely.
So do you have a favorite like
this player
so far?
Yeah, it's funny. Straight away, I could see the people like Matt got evicted first week, and I was like, well, I said he's not going to last long. You can see the people who are playing a certain way,
like too strong. Like, are they coming off too strong?
Yeah, and too confident.
Yeah.
Anyone who's too confident gets evicted. So I could see all that. Joseph and Quinn, I feel like just loving their airtime. It's really annoying. So.
Like they
wanting to be famous.
Okay, so they're like kind of there just to get the attention.
Yeah, so and they're super fans of Big Brother, but they're just playing because they're worrying about the cameras so much. They're almost playing a bad game because of the cameras.
Okay, so you think they'll be evicted pretty soon?
I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, it's interesting to see who I would align with and who I wouldn't. At first, I thought Brooklyn that I would align with, but she's maybe overplaying. She's playing a little harder than I would want to play. You just get voted out. So I think for those Big Brother watchers, it's T-Core, Chemo, Chelsea, and Rubina, and myself would be a 5.
Oh, you already picked your 5. I
yeah.
love that. Okay, so I've been getting up. I haven't been watching it because I just haven't kept up this season. You were on last season, so I watched all the time. But
someone's
now I don't know anyone on it, so I'm like, oh, I haven't kept up. But I still get some of the updates sometimes. I'm seeing a lot about, is it Angela?
Yeah, Angela.
What's her deal? She seems like a little ball of chaos.
So she's like the Felicia of the season. And it's not her age. It's just she's funny and crazy and a loose cannon and like not necessarily playing well, but will probably be kept in because she's not winning comps.
Got it. Okay.
She did win 2 HOHs, but the first one...
She won 2 already?
Yeah, but
and hasn't been kicked out?
The second one was... skill, but you don't know if people are throwing it in these first few weeks. So
okay,
she's not going to win the physical ones.
But that still seems crazy to me that she's won 2 and still is in the house.
And she's blown up. Well, that's the only reason she's still there. But no, actually, you keep those people around who you think you'll beat in the physical comps later.
Okay.
So yeah, people are saying she's a producer plant. because she's been on all these TV shows before. She's been on Dr. Phil.
See, that's what I have seen. I've seen these updates of like she's been on other shows before.
Yeah.
And they were like, she's been used to being in front of the camera for a long time or whatever. So
yeah,
I was trying to see what your opinion of her was.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's entertaining for the show. I don't think she's a producer plant because I just think she likes being on TV. Well, Jess, I am on a health kick, as I told you last week, and what that includes is HelloFresh. We have used HelloFresh before, and we absolutely love it. It is basically you get sent food to prepare your meals, and it's all the exact right portions, which is amazing. So you don't have to go to the supermarket. You can select what recipes. There's over like 50 recipes you can choose from, and then you cook it at home, but there's no leftover stuff that you're throwing out. And you know when you go to the supermarket and you just overbuy, this is way more cost effective. Also, because I travel a lot, you can skip weeks, which is really handy. So it's just a matter of picking what you want. If you're going to be away that week, you skip the delivery, and it's just really, really great. There's also fit and wholesome, quick and easy, vegetarian or family-friendly menus, which is really, really great. And I like it because you can customize your meals with protein or veggie swaps. And we all know I'm on the protein train. I absolutely hate going to the grocery store. It's annoying. It's a waste of time. This gets delivered straight to my door and there's no waste. Also, I cannot really cook, and the recipe cards that they give them are so easy to follow. So I end up whipping up this amazing meal and I don't even know how it's happened. So, but the great thing is it's healthy as well. Also, the great thing about HelloFresh is the portions are exactly accurate. So if it's a pinch of a spice, that pinch is there. You're not going and buying a whole jar of something and then never using it again. You know how we've all got all those spices in the cupboard? Well, this is not going to happen if you're using HelloFresh. There is a reason why it is America's #1 meal kit. Now, for free breakfast for life, go to hellofresh.com/freebabesbeat. One free breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life just by going to hellofresh.com/freebabesbeat. And yeah, as I said, America's #1 meal kit for a reason.
Okay.
There are people who'd like to be on TV.
Are very comfortable in front of cameras.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like she's just one of those people.
Yeah. And there's a guy called Tucker, and he's crazy. He's like Cam.
Okay.
From my season.
From your season.
Yeah, so I like him. He's probably a little bit more honest in the game than Cam was, I think. I love Cam, but
Cam was pretty honest, at least with you.
He was honest with me, yeah, but
just
I think there were a few dodgy things going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't be sure because I haven't watched my season. And you know what? They've deleted the live feeds now. You can only watch as they're occurring. You can't watch back.
All of the live feeds are gone from your season?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Is this the first time they've done that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, wow.
So I'm not sure what that's about.
That's crazy.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
I'm
so
happy,
you literally couldn't
care.
watch any of the live feeds. So, and you still haven't watched your season, so
No.
you could literally only watch the episodes if you wanted to go back.
But of course, all those clips are on the internet anyway.
That's true. That's
so
true.
anyone being nasty, I know all about it.
She
so
will
don't
find
think
you.
just because I haven't seen it that I haven't seen it. I have, and you're never forgiven.
Yeah, and
I hold a grudge. Don't you worry about that.
And she will sick me on you, okay? Don't
right.
make me come find you because I will.
That's right. And actually, Rob has a podcast, which is a massive reality show. He does Survivor recaps, and he's done it for like 10 years or whatever, and Big Brother. So I did that the other night, and I was like waiting for the trolls to
Have you seen anything?
I saw a few. I've decided not to read the comments now, but most of the comments were positive actually. On YouTube they were.
Yeah, I think it's so hard. I mean, I know it's easier said than done because like we've already had this discussion. Like I had that video that had a ton of like terrible negative comments, and it's hard. It is hard to ignore it, but at a certain point it's like, ugh, like I just like don't look anymore.
Yeah.
Because it is the thing where it's just going to keep upsetting you, and these are all people that like clearly don't have anything else going on in their lives, which is why they're sitting there commenting negative shit about someone else that they've never met before.
But it's funny because like even yesterday I read a negative comment and I was like, oh, who cares? Then all the way walking to the gym I was thinking about that comment. So annoying.
It bothers you. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. It's easier said than done.
Yeah. So it's like, but I know the person's just unhappy.
Yeah.
You don't comment mean stuff unless you're unhappy.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
People, trolls, when you are doing this, you look like you're a very sad person. Do you want
Very
that?
sad and insecure.
Yeah.
It's giving insecure.
Sad, insecure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's
That's my troll rant.
That's my
Again,
troll rant.
That's the 500th
Wait,
troll
so
rant.
if you did have to pick right now, this very day,
Uh-huh.
someone who's going to win,
chemo.
you already have some of that. Okay. There
I'm
it
going
is.
for chemo. Was Brooklyn, and it still could be Brooklyn, but I feel like people are catching on to the fact that she's super smart.
Okay.
Whereas you kind of got to play that down. You got to look like you're not a strategizer.
Well,
Well,
like
in my
this is
opinion.
what you did so well in the season
Yeah.
as you stayed so like under like no one you were under the radar so hard like
Yeah.
no one knew anything about like that you had a lot like to the point where I won't say names, but yeah, some mean people in the house were saying like, oh, she's like calling you dumb or whatever. And
Yeah.
it was like because you're just not telling them that you're a lawyer. You're
No,
not,
that's right.
You're not going there being like, also I do CrossFit and I'm this sporty and I played professional tennis and I'm a
Yeah.
lawyer. Like, why would you say all of the things?
I would get voted out.
Yeah, that make you a strong competitor
Like,
in this game.
and there's one girl who's played D1 volleyball, I think, in the house, Mackenzie. She told them that.
She said it.
And
Yeah, I
you
just wouldn't
couldn't tell
say.
by looking at it. So why would you do that?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think if people are like, oh, you didn't the trolls. Oh, you didn't even really want to win. I'm like, I wanted to win so bad that I didn't care about the cameras and playing up to the cameras.
Right.
And I
You were
kept it
doing your
all
game.
under. I did whatever it took to win. So
You did. You totally did. Because I
Yeah.
remember being even like sometimes frustrated. I'm like, Bowie! And I knew like when you would
I
throw
told
a comp,
you
I was like,
before.
Bowie, like you could have won that. But like it all got you to where you needed to be at the end
Yeah.
of you stayed in the house for 100 days.
yeah, I told Jess before I went in, I said, now don't be concerned that I'm a shit competitor. Because she knows I compete. But
Yeah.
I'm going to throw a lot of the comps at the start.
Yeah.
And so you kind of knew.
I kind of did, but it was like it's so hard to watch your you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
like
even
the
I was
wall
just like,
comp.
the wall. The
Yeah.
wall was the one when you jumped off, and I was like, shit. And then I was just, I mean, I figured, but I think there was a reason I was so bummed about that one because I think there was something happening. Like I was worried about you getting voted off that week.
Right.
I think is what it was.
Yeah, it was
I think
risky.
because I knew what was happening on the live feeds.
Yeah.
And could tell what people were like, they're whatever they were conspiring behind your back. I was worried that you were going to be put up.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, shit, she really needed to win this one. And then whatever, thank God it didn't end up happening. You never got put up on the...
Never got nominated. I
Yeah.
had spoken to Jared and I said, the concern for people were I was going to be lumped in with Cameron. And I
Yes.
was like, I promise you, if you guys want to vote him out, I'm there. I'll be supporting you. And that was the thing. That's why I didn't get put up that week. So I kind of knew I'd be fine to not get put up. And instead, they put up Corey in America. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
which
That's
is
what
why
happened.
Corey's like, you threw the wall comp.
Yeah.
I'm like, sorry, I had to protect myself. That was the
You
only way to
did.
otherwise, I would win on the next week.
Exactly.
'Cause-
That's the thing. If you won, you would have been put up and probably gone the
Yeah,
next
because
week.
if you win the comp, you can't play the next week. Yeah.
And then you'd be put for
Yeah.
sure. I think you played obviously very smart because you got second runner up. So
That's right,
You know.
people.
that's right. That's what's up.
Guess who had the last laugh? Jag. No, for the people who are like, nah, I'm like, dude, I beat them, so whatever.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's great. Oh
Yeah.
So what else has been going on in your life? What's
Um,
been new? I feel like I haven't talked to you or seen you in a while.
Well, I have been on TikTok a lot. I tell you what, DJ Bowie Jane on TikTok. Also,
Yeah.
our TikTok is Babes Behind the Beats.
Yes.
On TikTok, and we're putting all our clips from our interviews. We've got some great interviews coming up.
Oh yeah, we do. We sure
Um,
do.
Yeah, and you're going on tour. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a lot coming up. Depending on when this airs. I mean, I have. Let's see. When this airs, I might have already done this, but playing a festival in Canada with Lights again.
Yay.
Finally, because
I love Lights.
I know I've missed her. I love playing with her.
We have to get her in. She said she'd come in.
Yeah, whenever she's in LA again,
In
we got to
LA.
get her in. But yeah, no, I it's been 2 years since I played with her,
Oh shit!
which is crazy to think about.
that feels like yesterday.
It does, but then I was like, oh damn, it's been 2 years. So I'm like going through like the set list, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta refresh my memory on these songs.
You're like, wait, what is? Oh, that was it. She's a great performer.
Oh, she's just a great human all around.
Yeah.
Everything about her, like she is like I mean I love performing with a lot of different people, but it's seriously, like, honestly, she's one of my favorite people to perform with.
Experienced at touring.
Just a great hang,
Yeah.
a good human, fun to hang out with and be on stage with.
Yeah.
Her music is great. I love, like, it's just fun. All of it's just fun. It's all a
Yeah.
good time. So I'll be in Canada with her for All Your Friends Fest, which is like another, emo festival, but now it's just in Canada.
Yeah.
So we're doing that, and then when I get home, I'll be rehearsing. I'm going out with my friend Cassidy Pope.
Woo!
Yeah. So I have known Cassidy for over a decade. Well, no, 14 years now.
Yeah.
Because I met her in 2010 was the first tour we did together when the Somerset went on tour with Hey Monday for like the alternative press tour.
Right.
And that was the first time we met. So I've known her forever. We've stayed friends. We've stayed in touch. And we just saw each other like last month. We played a festival in Flagstaff, Arizona together.
Oh.
And then we went out. We hung out that night and everything.
Is that when she was like, do you want to come on tour?
No, it was like maybe like a week or two later. Then she texted me. It was like, by the way, like, are you free this fall? And I was like, actually, I am. And so, yeah, it worked out. Like, my schedule was open. And so I'm going to do this tour with her. She's opening for Mariana's Trench. And then it's going to end with Hey Monday playing When We Were Young Fest. So I'm going to be playing When We Were Young Fest in Hey Monday with Cassidy.
That is insane. And
Yeah.
she can sing.
Oh, she's a phenomenal
Yeah.
singer. I've been listening because I like to just do this thing where I make a playlist of the songs that I know are in the set list. So I just kind of, for my brain, just to kind of like, I want to have it, like, I want to be able to like fall asleep and the songs be in my head.
Just so it's like
so it's familiar.
Yeah.
And oh my God, she has so many jams. And she just released a new album called Hereditary that's just, it's all bangers. Like, she went back to like her pop punk roots.
Right.
So it's all fucking like these like fun songs that we're gonna play live, and I don't know, I'm just so stoked. It's gonna be fun.
That's cool. So is she doing like some of her country songs but with a more of a rock feel or not?
Not
even though she was more pop.
She was yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't know yet because I haven't, her music director hasn't sent over the tracks or anything.
Probably
I just
can't
know.
say anyway.
Yeah, I was like, I just know the songs.
Now the set list is.
Yeah. I know the songs that we're playing, but I don't know. I have to wait till the music director sends me the tracks to see like what the vibe is of it. But most of it, I think, like I said, her new album is a pop punk album basically.
Wow.
So
cool.
that's gonna be so fun. But yeah, so that's what I've got
exciting.
planned for the rest of this year for now.
Wow, that takes you to the end of the year.
Almost. Yeah. Then we have the Somerset, my band. We have a festival in November here in LA.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
So
festival?
It's
or
called,
haven't you announced it?
We haven't announced it yet, but I feel like I can say it because I'm sure it's going to be announced soon. It's called, the event is usually called Dirty Mondays, but they're turning this into a festival, and it's in November. It's on a Saturday.
Cool.
I think it's us and like... Actually, probably shouldn't say the other bands because I can't remember if everyone's confirmed, but we're doing it. It's here in LA in November.
This is a spoiler podcast now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
I'm just spoiling
Big
everything.
Brother.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lovely chat. And now, everyone, please subscribe and follow and like and comment and share. That would really helps us on the podcast. Follow us on TikTok, Babes Behind the Beats, and Instagram, Babes Behind the Beats.
Yeah, sounds good. And then we will see you again soon. Thanks for the nice chinwag.
Nice chat.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.